Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Midnight Highway issue number one. It was a crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter and later on Indiegogo, so I backed it there. And this comic is an 80s inspired comic book that uses a lot of tropes from the 80s, like shock value, terror, body horror, etc. And I really love the premise. There's some downsides in it, but it's more me nitpicking. So let's dive in. So we see here this guy going to a house, and he says, "April, you don't need to run, baby. I'm okay. Never felt better." And you can see at his face that there's something wrong with him. So he goes up the stair, and we see April all in terror before he bursts through the door and basically wants to kill her. Just a typical opening for a horror movie. I love it. By the way, look at this. This looks fantastic as well. Really cool. Just like a poster from a horror movie. And then we see, it's a movie, a real one, in comics. But then, they're looking. They are in a drive-through movie theater, something like a drive-in. We don't have that in the Netherlands, so I have never had the experience to do something like this. I'm a little bit jealous of people from the US, who can see stuff like this today. Really cool. So we have Alex here, who's the protagonist, and his girlfriend Kelly, I believe. And they're having a good night, and basically they are having a fun time. And Alex drops her off at her home, and he drives away in his very cool looking, I think this is a Trans Am, but I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it. And then, he is on his way going home, and he, thinking about, asking to marry her because he's in love with her. And I must say the art looks very, very cool. And the colors are, that jumps off the pages, if you will, very saturated. Not a big fan of that because modern comics use that as well, but in this case, it fits the tone. So I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. So he drives home, and it looks really cool. And there's a song playing on the radio, and he's singing with it, and then some static going on, and then the song disappears, and then there's some glow coming from the radio, and there's a voice talking to him about that people coming back to the Midnight Highway radio, and that they are in for a treat. What that treat is, we'll see in a minute, because Alex, fiddle around with the radio, but there is a deer on the road, and he almost hits him. So he brakes, puts his feet on the brakes, and it comes to a halt, and then he honks, and then I said, "Just go away, deer. What are you doing? Get off the road." But the deer, there's something wrong with it. You see, there's some green stuff coming from him, and Alex, gets out of the car, walks toward him, wants to touch him, and hey, you need to move from the road. And then the deer, well, it's going crazy. It shouts, give me the vessel, your golden vessel, and give it to us. And it transforms into some kind of a monster. Alex, in shock, runs to his car and drives away real fast, and then has the creature on his heels that, basically follows him because it wants the vessel for whatever reason. But then it also says, "I can't see through this skin, must evolve." And then he breaks out, or whatever it is, and grows some legs and spikes or whatever, and chases Alex. And again, from the moment you open this comic, it's balls to the walls action, high octane speed. I love that. Really cool. And then the creature attacks the car, but it starts to rain, and there's lightning flashes all over the place. The radio is glowing again, and the creature revolves. But before the creature can attack Alex again, it gets hit by lightning accidentally, and the effects and it looks really cool. But I cannot show you everything, unfortunately, because I'm going to say it now. It's only 21 pages. Yes, that's a big downside, but I got issue 1 and 2 combined for a very relative good price. And before I forget something, I got a card, some kind of a trading card of this creature. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Okay, and I got a really cool sticker. Is it a sticker? Yeah, that's a sticker. Midnight Highway. Okay, and this is really cool. Check it out. Maybe I should have shown you that before I could go into this review, but this is of part 2, by the way. A skeleton with a mohawk, really nice. And okay, I'm coming back to the whole issue 2 again a little bit later. So the creature is getting hit. It's dead. And Alex, all in panic, drives away. And he said, what the hell happened? You see the creature all in, dead, as in smoked, hit by lightning. What happened if you get hit by lightning? I believe your all synapses getting fried or something like that. Not sure. Anyway, Alex steps out and he thinks about Kelly. Not sure why, because he thinks Kelly is in danger. And I'm not sure why he's thinking that, because there is no correlation to what's happened to him and Kelly. Kelly is probably now lying in bed sleeping. So he stops. The rain is pouring down, the lightning, but it stops. There's no rain, there's no lightning, and he's going crazy. And then we see here the car standing there, and then suddenly he sees a guy in the middle of the road, and he walks there and he shouts at him, "Hey, I need your help. Come on, my girlfriend might be in trouble. I need a phone." And then I forget. I thought to myself, what do you mean, Alex? Why don't you have a phone? You have a cell phone, right? But I think this is actually in the 80s. And I thought to myself, well, this is just the modern times, and this guy, go to the driveway and has a nice, cool looking Trans Am, but this actually happening in the past, in our past, in the 80s. So they don't have a cell phone. So, but at that time that I read it for the first time, that doesn't click at that point. But now that I've read it for the second time, I think, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is an 80s inspired comic in an 80s setting. Of course, they don't have cell phones. But Alex, okay, runs to this guy who has a full with tattoos, half naked, is glowing, has a lamp and smoke coming off him. He doesn't, well, the thing is, he doesn't seem surprised that this guy is glowing, and he wants to talk to him, wants to stop him, and then he, this, whatever it is, apparition, I guess, walks through him. And again, I love the facial expression. I love the smoky effects and the after effects as well. And Alex jumps into, he like I said, he thinks he's going crazy. And then, like I said, he's completely stunned. Then the radio is jumping on again. And the radio says, "Welcome back, listeners. Take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay." And basically it says that get in your car, keep driving, don't open your windows, don't go off the road, because you are now on a midnight highway. And the last shot we see is this. And it looks freaking phenomenal. Looks really cool. Like it comes from a not only a horror movie or body horror movie, but more like a eldritch setting, really cool. I love it. And we also see this. I believe this is a cover, not entirely sure, but it looks crazy. And this as well, also another great piece. And it seems that he is doing another comic as well. Dead End Moon. This is an alternate cover because I've seen it is on Kickstarter. I believe it's still going on, not entirely sure. The thing I didn't like is they use some weird modern effects in this comic, and mostly, let me see if I can find it. It's more like these Photoshop effects. And for instance, if you can see it, No, probably not. But they are using modern technique to do something with the, with surroundings and well, it's hard to explain if you not can see it very well. But on the other hand, they using it very sparingly, so I'm not all too offended by that. Well, that's probably not the right word, but I'm not against it. Overall, this is a very cool comic. I got issue 2 as well, and issue 2 is okay. Well, I got also an alternate cover, so I'm going to show you issue 2 later. This is issue 2 with the alternate cover. It's much thicker. Looks really cool. So it is Bad Bug Entertainment. Flip it through for what's to come to next. I'm gonna check it out later. The second issue, gonna read it again for review purposes. Definitely want to see Midnight Highway issue number 3, so I'm gonna keep a lookout for that. I give it a thumbs up. If they are gonna launch issue 3, I'm positively sure that they are giving away, what am I saying, giving away? Offering Midnight Highway issue 1 and 2 again. Definitely check that out. It's really cool. It's made by, how do you say, Mike Tanner and Alex Mayday. And really cool. Check that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up and leave something in the comments. And I'll see you next time.